minutes this time. It wasn't an hour. It was for 5 minutes. I'm ready this time. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna post that I'm live. I'm all set up. I'm all ready, yo. Oh, I just got a notification of my own thing. Let's go. All right, turn that off. I'm just gonna wait for some people to get settled in, figure out what they doing, and all that. I have a microphone today because I'm going to do stand-up. I have no clue what I'm going to talk about, so this is going to be fun. But I'm going to do stand-up just for fun. So just going to give it a couple minutes. Let everybody trickle in that. I'm going to listen to some comedy. Maybe I can get some ideas, huh? This isn't comedy, but okay. So, basically, today, let me just make sure everything's all set up here. Hold on. Get the charger. Hold on. Alright, we got there. Got that there. Is it too loud in here? Is there too much background noise going on? Let me know. Definitely a lot of clicking, but anyway. I am doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. So, today, everybody say yay. Today, I am going to do something very near and dear to my little art. You get it? Art. um, Today, I'm going to be creating background for say a stand-up comedy show or something like that. Now, over the years, especially kind of when I was a teenager, I would just go on to Netflix and I'd just be watching. I just watch stand-up comedy. I don't know. It was fun, good time. And one thing that I always noticed whenever I would do that, like the one thing I would always look at the most as I was sitting in my little bed, I would have my little like what was it, Kindle Fire or whatever that. I had my little Kindle Fire, and I'd be looking at it. And I'd be like, oh yeah. The thing I'd be looking at it is the background, and how like all the little details that were put into whatever thing in the background that made the person who was speaking kind of stand out. And also they'd be like walking around the stage and stuff like that, and then things would be kind of moving around and doing other stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's. Oh, I got one more. Hold on, let me see. This one got kind of weird, but Hannibal stand up. All right, there was another one that's Hannibal Buress, but don't worry about that. So, um, I just want to point a couple of them out, just because I just had a couple ideas while I was setting up a stream tonight. So of course the very like the pinnacle of stand-up comedy is Eddie Murphy's Delirious, where he came out with that red, what do you call that, jumpsuit, leather something, whatever. He came out in that, and that was, I don't I if I did more research, I'm pretty sure that it was like a very like, I don't know, he was like very popular at the time. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, he came out in that red suit or whatever." But anyway, what I really liked about this scene that is sort of set up here is that his comedy back then was very, if I recall correctly, I haven't watched this one in years, and I was a kid when so I didn't really understand most of it. It was all very very raunchy, very edgy and everything like that. So that was this big red suit that came out there, and then a really good contrast with that blue in the background. It really kind of makes him stand out, you know. So that's sort of the idea that I've been thinking about for a long time, because I many streams ago, I think this is in, I want to say even March, maybe March of this year. I've only been doing it for a year, so that makes sense. The domains idea I had, where like you can describe a person by what's in their surroundings and like where they are, like their thing like that. So that's the idea. I was gonna do a couple more examples over here. So you know, like Dave Chappelle, well, SNL in general is, well, given context, this is like sort of like one of the top places that you can be in your career is hosting SNL and doing the, what do you call it, the monologue at the beginning of SNL. Like that's kind of like that's a peak thing for comedians for sure. Another thing was like, for what's his name here, Kevin Hart. This is definitely one of those ones when I was watching it as a kid. And I was also a teenager, so maybe like a 12-year-old, but don't worry about it. Don't tell my mom, even though she's probably watching this. And by probably, I know she is. But like I'm really kind of thinking of like Okay, so when I was watching this Kevin Hart one, we'll zoom into that a little bit. This, this Kevin Hart one, it was the pattern that was going on in the background that really kind of mesmerized me, and I was thinking like, oh man, this is kind of cool, and then also what he's wearing, the brown. Actually, like the color of his skin, and also the sort of like yellowish brown in the background is it really kind of like creates this atmosphere, and also the comedy that he was doing itself was very like late night, like again very raunchy, very raw kind of stuff. So, and also of course the leather jacket, the big watch, the belt, everything like that. It all kind of comes together. Um, so I was really kind of putting that philosophy together, and then this one here, I actually watched this one recently. This is Jordan Jensen. Jordan Jensen, hold on. This one just came out on Netflix like last week. I want to say I watched it a couple days ago, and it was honestly she was like she's known to be a little gross sometimes. I've just seen just over the last couple years I've been watching her, but this one was actually really it was gross as per her per usual. Like she's a very I don't know, kind of a gross you out kind of humor kind of person. But she talked a lot about being a woman and the gross things that come with being a woman and everything like that. So the background was sort of like a perfect example of that because as some as you know, women have their time of the month, and it can look a little gross, and this kind of red bloody mess going on in the background here. That really kind of like, and there's like a lot of chaos going on in her brain as well. So that was like a perfect expression of what this comedy show was about. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, those are a couple things that inspired me for this one, and then we're gonna come into this. So, I've been thinking about talk shows. This is another expression of the same sort of thing. Kind of going back to the SNL thing for a second. If I can put them up top. Going back to the SNL thing, like it's like the peak of your career. It's like who you want to present to the world. Like this is it. And that's what a lot of these talk shows feel like. And like once these comedians or these actors or whoever, most of the time comedians, go on to these talk shows, it's like they get to essentially build their own world, their own set, and everything like that. And obviously, with the company or the networks and stuff like that, there's limitations. A lot of my information that I'm getting from this is from there's the show Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. If anybody doesn't know, it's a woman who was a comedian, New York City, and it sort of just gets into the just the backstory of a lot of comedians and how their life goes. But there's one kind of like good long arc that goes on about the I don't remember what the name of was it Johnny Carson or something like that. It was in the 1960s. I want to say 1960s, maybe 50s or 60s. I think probably whatever it was, I don't care. Anyway, but it really kind of got into how everything was set up and everything like that. And it got me thinking, like, all right, so if I were to have a talk show of my own, if I were to have people come on and do stuff like that, what would my background look? What would my domain look like? Now, a lot of these are like Jimmy Fallon here. The background is New York, because that's where the Tonight Show takes place. This one's I'm pretty sure L.A. It's some weird thing, but and then they put the giant moon. I think this specific one was Conan pointing out the fact that the moon had gotten bigger, because usually the set it's a lot smaller than it is, but it's huge in this one. Same thing with over here. I'm pretty sure Trevor Noah's thing is in New York, and it feels like a news desk because it's really the Daily Show is a very um, news based thing. So it's very clean, very, it's not a wooden desk. It's like a it is. I realize I'm blocking this here actually. Hold on. What I really like about all of this is that there's so much thought that's really put into it, because like the thing that I was saying with um, the thing I was saying with like the desk there, like you have to decide, because the wooden desk for Jimmy Fallon or Conan over here is like a classic thing of these are refined men, and they did whatever, and then that's that. Anyway, this is another one while I was just searching up. What's his name? What is his name? Hold on. I know what his name is. Talk shows. His name is. What is his name? Oh my God. Graham Norton. The Graham Norton Show. This is a British one. And instantly, this entire set reminds me of the 70s, and his personality also kind of reflects the 70s, and the way that the table's set up, and the kind of conversation pit that's going on, because he's got like four, like I think he's like five, like two to like six guests on at a time. It's always just like a huge number of people, and it's like a party. People are talking, and it's all very fun. It's like a good time. It feels like a party, and that's really, I think that's what his thought process was when he I'm assuming he designed this show. So with all of that in mind, I want to consider what I would do if I had if I don't know if I want to show you my desk or not, but my desk right now is plywood because I was of my project that I was doing a couple weeks ago that I didn't finish. But I was like, okay, if I were to have a background, we're going to specifically focus on background today. So a couple things that I have already. Okay, the hardware store recently, I have two keys that don't work. I'm not gonna get into the whole thing, but I made copies of keys, and neither of them work. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna do something with these keys, because it's just nothing. It doesn't matter at this point. But I found this guy in the back. And there is. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I'm going to show you a little. So I was recently watching the show Alien Earth, and if you haven't watched it, and you're not too scared of horror, I think it's great for you. However, this was a little picture of the screen that I got while I was watching. Let me zoom it in here. A little picture of the screen here. And it's like they were having a conversation with this woman here, and I thought, wow, that background's really cool. And then it is like a wooden thing in the background, much like this guy in the background. So I'm like, all right, I could do something like that. And then it was like, you know what? Let me incorporate the keys in with it. So maybe I'll put the keys in there. So what that thing in the background is. And I got a little history of it told to me recently. And by recently, I mean about 2 hours ago. It is a so back keyboards, right? These things. So they used to be what my understanding of it is, and I'd probably be corrected in the comments in a minute, but they would get the actual individual keys, and then they would, I think, put them in ink, and then you would take it out and then put it on the printing, whatever, I don't know what it is exactly, but then it would print out the individual keys. So like the A, B, C, D. I'm gonna get up and point at it here. the A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever else. That these individual holes or the little cubbies here are where those things would be. So I thought that was pretty cool. And we're thinking, we're talking, we're having words. Let's put some letters into those words, huh? So I'm gonna take a couple photos. I've already taken photos of the keys, just because I want to save on time because I'm doing a stand-up comedy bit, which I still really don't know what I'm gonna do. But I think we'll figure it out, huh? Okay. So we're getting the camera. I want to get my light real quick. Where's my bag? BRB. All right, we're gonna look. I'm gonna let you guys sit here and think about what you've done, and really, we're gonna get into it. Okay, I'll be right back. Wait. just stare at Eddie for a minute. I'll be right back. Oh, actually, my bag's right here. And by be right back, I mean I'm back already. Oh, it's full battery. Perfect. Okay. So, whoa, what happened? All right, we're back. Okay. So, we're going to get the camera here. This is going to be kind of low effort. Like, I'm not really going to put... I mean, the Photoshop is really going to take over most of it. So, I'm going to grab the camera. Take a little couple pictures here. Oh! You okay? There we go. Alright. Just stare at me stare at the back of me while I do this. Okay, anyway. I'll figure myself out here. Okay. Whoa. Alright, so I got a couple photos there. So let's go ahead and bring it on over to the... If I can actually get it in there. Is it in? Is it going? No. Letters slash typeset. That's what this thing is back here. Thank you. So we're gonna come in here. I just took a couple photos, and just gonna grab one of them. So I'm gonna get me out of the way here. Save these real quick, and I don't know where I just saved that, but that's okay. It's not where I really want to put it, but okay. Done. Alright, now we're gonna go to open a new one. Let's go ahead and go this one. All right, so coming in here. All right, so here we go. Here's the old background here. So I'm gonna take this guy. Just take the whole thing. Ooh, I just accidentally clicked the calculator. Hold on, let me get rid of that. Alright, we're gonna get some music on. I'll go with this one. So a lot of these that I've seen, well, these images at least, have been vertical. But I think I want to try not that. Hold on, I gotta just flip it on the side. I'm gonna try horizontal. Now, I really got to think about, like, who am I? Something I've been thinking about every day. Every single day of my life, I swear. I got to think about who I am. Like, what is it that's going on in my background? A little off. Well, it is off, but that's okay. Merge layers. All right. Let's flip it back. All right, let's really get to thinking about this. Well, I think, okay, so first of all, I mean, my main colors, I want to say, we're going to just choose a couple colors here. My main colors, I think, I mean, the green that I'm wearing right now, that kind of, like, it's just kind of what I wear almost every day, is this whatever green. But I think, like, a good maroon or burgundy. I don't know what you're doing. What's going on over here? Why is this happening? What the heck is going on right now? Oh, I see. Okay. I set the thing to ultra thin. Can I clear this, please? Normal. Okay, so my colors gonna be right about there. Maybe a little darker than that, but it's gonna be, and a little more purple as well, I think. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, somewhere closer to that, I think. It's a little too purple. Hold on. Maybe I was right to begin with. Okay, and so that, and then I'm gonna get a good amber in there, like somewhere around maybe. I don't know if you call this amber or not, but like these kind of three colors right here. Hold on, I messed something up here. We're gonna try that again. Okay, so these three colors are kind of, I think, me. So if we can figure out what the hell is going on. So if we can kind of get these guys together in some sort of way. Now, I think in my mind, we go, I want to see what just the wood being blue. So we're going to try to get as close to that as we can. This might be a little difficult to pull off, but you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to figure it out. Gotta go a little. I've been listening to Brazilian, I don't know, whatever, Brazilian teenager music recently. That hits, dude. I don't know what he's saying, but he said it right. Alright, so that's a little too blue. That's sort of, I don't want to lose too much, but I mean, that's sort of closer to what I wanted. It's probably going to be a little brighter. I don't know. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. This is not really what I was going for. So, I wanted the blue to be like the base color, the red to be complementary, and then the kind of like the significant one, the highlight. That's the word. The highlight to be yellow. So we're gonna see if we can. I mean, the method that I'm using right now is not gonna make it any easier for me. All right, we're gonna back up a little bit because I mean this wood is too nice. Honestly, okay, maybe let me try something. What if I just did this? Okay, did one of those, did one of these. See, that's like a little closer. Yeah, I could like stare at that for a while, I think. Copy. Okay, so those guys are all pretty much set there. I'll go ahead and merge these. And I'll just merge those. Okay, now, all right, I think I'm gonna split it down the middle. Well, actually, okay, let me get the rest of the accents going on first. Hold on. Like, I honestly, I kind of like that. Um, I like the color of the wood, so I think I just might leave it. Hold on, I did a very poor job of this. Hold on. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's going to be today. There's a much easier way to do this. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So we gotta think about, I don't know why I said we when it's me. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do just a couple little accents here, so like, kind of see how it comes out. Looks like a bunch of sticky notes. And maybe one for the top corner. Whoopsie. Okay, so now we're gonna go grab all of these. That's actually kind of cool. I mean, what if I did that? I don't necessarily know if this is completely me, but it's okay. And this is sort of, okay, this is the idea. So we're gonna, all right, now this, here comes the hard part. All right, I'm gonna get rid of the little small ones for now, and also, where are the other ones? There you go. I can do more, but I said I was gonna do a stand-up comedy. I still don't know what it's about. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm stressing. I'm stressing over these goals that I completely created by myself. I'm stressing over these goals that nobody else asked me to do. Alright, we've merged these layers. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a random city. Hold on. I'm gonna go picture of a city. Oh, you know what? I'll do. Here's a compromise. I did this one a couple days ago. I actually just posted this one. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Like, is this gonna be the set? Like, it's definitely missing some features. Alright, so we're gonna have, I'm just gonna do, oh, actually I can just grab little parts of this. This is the seat here, or the desk. This is difficult to make here. What is going on? Alright, it's not gonna look perfect, but you know what? I don't care right now. Okay, so then there's that. I'm just sort of like I don't know if this is what I personally would want as my own thing, but this is just a idea for right now. All right, maybe not black. Hold on. Hmm. Yeah, so these colors are very sleepy colors right now, so we're gonna just kind of just bump it up. I don't want it to be like too like psychedelic or anything, but just like enough to be like, oh, okay, we're awake. And I'm gonna go ahead and go over. I don't have a picture of a couch, so I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly, but I would in this case have a couch, like right. We're just gonna make a stupid little couch. Hold on. The couch. I think the couch has got to be yellow, right? Like not too like crazy yellow, but just like yellow enough. Cause that kind of like brings it all together, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe not yellow. I don't it's whatever. This is a. It's like something. Because like that, the yellow goes with the purple. That's my couch. Oh, you can't even see the couch. What? What? Why can't you see the couch? Hello? Where is the couch? Are we looking at the same thing? Why can't you see the couch? What happened? There you go. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, here's the couch. It's kind of an annoying yellow. Hold on. Because like, okay, for like talk shows and stuff, you want people to be awake to watch the actual show. So I feel like that yellow is gonna like keep you awake a little bit. Because if I did like red or a very darker color, like a very calming color, I probably wouldn't do it. But this is like nice to look at. Now imagine like my little face. Like let me grab. This is one of the pictures I used today. Oh, what's going on? This is a hilarious picture of me. I don't I don't even know what I was doing this day. What is up with my hair? What's going on? Hold on. Come on. Alright, we're gonna have that much of my hair. That's it. I think it'd be a little smaller. And then like the okay. Well, we did it sorta. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna think about this. Okay, so in this time, now that I've got I've finished the set. We'll just say this is finished for now. I think it's got some promising features. Who's commenting on my things? Thank you. Thank you, Sydney. Um, so now I got time to think about think about what I'm gonna do for my stand-up routine because I will be. Oh, let me full screen this. Oh, let me get rid of one thing. Am I wearing this shirt? I am wearing this shirt. I'm wearing the same shirt. No, I don't want to open a thing. Hold on. Alright, so I'm gonna put myself up in this corner here. So now, okay, I'm gonna sit down for the next couple minutes, and I'm gonna think about things that I can say for a comedy bit. I'm gonna go. I'm immediately just going to Instagram because I know that somebody's gonna. All right, somebody's gonna be funny, and I'm just gonna mimic them. Okay, all right, check this out. We're going on to Instagram. We gotta think about being funny. See, a lot of my things, a lot of my whatever I am funny, I'm it's not deliberate. It's just like circumstantial where I'm like I just the situations I find myself in, and I'm like I don't know how I got here at all. So we're gonna I'm gonna try to. Well, I mean, this situation alone is pretty hilarious. I'm just looking at little me over here, sitting here with my my thing. Um, hmm. I just realized that those are backward. Hold on, I got one more thing. This is just an OCD fun thing. All right, we're gonna. Oh my god! All right, hold on. All right. Oh, this is a disaster. Actually, no, it's not. We're good. We're recovered. Delete layers. There we go. The bigger one is in the back, and the smaller one is in the front. Now, this thing that I made here has a lot more potential than I'm giving it right now. And I'm gonna attribute that to be me being just lazy. Oops. Or completely careless in that case. Okay, so I'm gonna go onto Instagram. I'm gonna find my funniest videos. I'm gonna be giggling to myself, and nobody else can see what I'm looking at, but I know what I'm looking at. You guys are gonna, if there's anybody watching, I would say do some bits and see what we can find, but I don't think there's anybody doing that, so we're gonna really think about this. Man, I keep saving cool art and not funny videos, and that's one of my flaws, I think. Let's see here. This is gonna be so funny. Just me sitting here, watching me giggle to videos. this one. That was a sad video. That's a cool video. That's a kind of funny video. Come on, give me some funny videos. Alright, let's think about it. I'll come back to that later. I'm just trying to find... I mean, what's something funny that's happened to me? It's like, I feel like I'm on the spot right now. I don't know what else situationally funny. I don't know. I have nobody to bounce funny off also. Let's see here. I don't know, dude. I don't know, because I don't know what to do. I mean, like, I really want to do it. I have it in me. I know I have this in me, but I don't know what I can say. Think about this, dude. Let me think about this. Alright, can I, like, I'm gonna put my face, like, right here. I'm gonna put myself right here. I wish I could just, like, do the, if I had a green screen behind me, you'd know I'd just, like, block it out completely. But no, that's as close as we're gonna get. How about that airline food? Like, all right, I'm gonna watch some Norm Macdonald. That's it. That'll help me. His stupid ass jokes. This is probably the most entertaining this is the most entertaining stream I've done so far. I finished in the first like hour, and now I'm just gonna sit here and wait until I can think of something. See, is there anybody in the comment? No, nobody in the comments. Nobody in the comments. Can we just, like, can I, like, watch clips of people on... I could just put clips up on the screen and then we could laugh at them together. I don't know. Can I do that? I don't know. Can I do that? Maybe I could just dream about this world and then I don't know. You know, if you caught me a couple days ago, I would have been all over this, honestly. I would have been like, I would have been on my game with the comment, because I was, listen, I sometimes I'm sitting in my room, or I'm sitting in the car, or I'm at work by myself, and I'm hitting the jokes by myself. Man, if anybody heard my jokes, that'd have been great. But no, I don't think. Um, I guess I could talk about that. I know I'm doing my jokes early, and I know it'd be really funny if people came in and I was already done with my jokes. Um, Let me. Okay, I'm gonna. I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'm just gonna. I'm gonna be completely unoriginal and uh, good jokes. Good jokes to tell. All right, ChatGPT. Corny classics. Why don't wait? Actually, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT. Okay. Um, I'm gonna do a Cat Williams. Uh, you ever try to? Oh my god. All right. You ever try to argue with somebody who just got? Hold on. I'm trying to. I can't read. Also, that's another thing. You ever try to argue with somebody who got Wi-Fi but no electricity? Like, sir, why is your phone charged but your fridge is humming like it's dying? I'm sitting there like, you try to convince. What am I doing? That was my impression of. Let me finish this. I'm also listening to myself, which is not helping me at all. I'm sitting there like, you try to convince me you got your life together, but you cook ramen on the scented candle. That was actually a good joke. Good one. Good one. That was pretty good. That's not hustling, baby. That's a survival documentary. Okay. All right. Give me All right. I'm gonna do Eddie Murphy. I haven't heard Eddie Murphy's voice in a while. Man, today I don't know. Hold on. I gotta hear what he sounds like. Hold on. It's been a while since I've heard him. Yo, Lee, you pause and say, man, today, man, dating today is wild. Back in the day, if a girl liked you, she bat her eyes and write you a note in class and say, do you like me? Yes or no. Simple. No? Now? You gotta match with her on Tinder, like her TikTok, watch her whole Instagram story, cash app for $10 for the coffee she ain't buy just to get left on red. I texted this girl the other day, and she said, I don't really do phones. I'm more spiritual now. And I said, well then meditate on this. Block. That was the Eddie Murphy laugh there. I'm like sweating right now. Oh my god. Alright, give me another one. What am I doing, dude? Oh, I never in my life thought I was gonna be doing this. Who's another comedian? Okay, I'm gonna do Norm Donald. All right, so this is Norm. This is my impression of Norm Macdonald. Okay. So I started. Oh wait, still writing it. Hold on. So I started eating healthier the other day, or trying to, doing the whole vegan thing.
which basically means I just eat sadness. But with C, I can't really do his.
Hold on. He's got such a beautiful delivery on things.
Who's another comedian?
Let me tell you something. Hold on. I gotta listen to
What's his name?
Kevin Hart. That's my. Okay. True story. Walking my hallway. I see it. You gotta be kidding me.
All right. Oh my god. Listen, I don't argue with my girl no more. I don't. Not because I'm mature or anything. Nah. It's because I value my life now. Okay. Last time we argued, she hit me with a question. That wasn't even a question. She said, "So that's what we're doing now?" I said, "What? What does that even mean?" I stood, I stood there like, I don't know. I didn't. Oh, I gotta like listen to how he delivers it. Hold on.
No. Alright, let me listen to old Kevin Hart. Hold on. Man, all this is on YouTube now?
I don't know. I don't know how these guys do it. Honestly, I feel like the Cat Williams one was my best so far, but. Oh man. I usually just like wake up whenever I do these streams. I usually just wake up and then whatever the first thought I have is what the stream is gonna be that day.
I've been trying to think of things all day. Oh my goodness! And we got 5 minutes until um
Write me an entire comedy routine about. I'm just straight up doing ChatGPT. This is unoriginal. About being unprepared. Here's a full sanity. All right, all right, man. This ChatGPT guy is pretty funny. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes, cause I put on my stream thing today that it was gonna be at 9 o'clock that I'll do my stand up routine. So for the people who come in, they think I've already got something prepared, and I've been prepared this whole time. Take out the parenting. This is bad. Alright, let's get... Should I get edgy? Edgy. These are funny. These are funny. Alright. Is it... Oh, did it end? Oh, no, it's still on. Does it just show like it's ending? Okay. We got 2 minutes. Let me get some water. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, well, we got 4 watching. Oh, everybody's here. Everybody's here. Oh no. Oh my goodness. All right, so here I am. Here. So for those of you who are just tuning in now, I made my little set. This is my whatever set you want to call it, my talk show set. But I'm gonna be doing stand up today with the microphone. Okay. I have a little water. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is the... Okay. Alright. I'm gonna give it like 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna start my routine, okay? I'm so nervous. Alright, let's see the comments. Alright, it's 9 o'clock. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna start now. Alright. Man, you ever been unprepared? Hold on. Have you ever been unprepared? You ever been that thing? I've been unprepared all my life. I wasn't ready for school. I wasn't ready for bills. Hell, I wasn't even ready to be born. I came out confused, naked, broke, and crying. Just like, wait, y'all just let me live like this? They smacked me on the ass and said, "Damn, no warning, no intro music." The first time I realized, when was the first time I realized I was unprepared? In 2nd grade. It was 2nd grade. Okay. The teacher said, "Pop quiz." I said, "Pop quiz, lady. I just learned how to tie my shoe. Now you want me to analyze a frog's circulatory system? That ain't a quiz. That's an ambush." And then they hit you with, "It's open book."
Oh, good. Now I get to fail with options. You ever stare at a textbook like it personally betrayed you? Oh my god. And now dating, man. Dating's been awful, you know. Dating when you're unprepared is like walking through a minefield blindfolded, while drunk. First date I ever had, she asked me, "So what are you looking for?" And I said, "The bathroom," immediately, because I wasn't ready for all this vulnerability. Then she hit me with, "What's your love language?" I said, "Girl, silence?" She said, "That's not one." She said, "Exactly. That's why I'm." And then I said, "Exactly. That's why I'm single." Yeah. You know, and sometimes I go to work. I'm at work. Um, I had this interview. You ever lie on your resume so hard that you start sweating during your own interview? It says the interviewer is like, "It says here you're proficient in Excel, QuickBooks, and international logistics." I said, "Yes, sir. In fact, I am proficient in lying to you right now as well." And then I got hired anyway. It looks like they're the problem, not me. First day on the job, I looked at the computer like it owed me money. Mouse in one hand, Google in the other, and just typing, "How do I do anything?" Ever. Yeah. And then of course adulting, man. I have been so unprepared for adult life. Being an adult is like a long game of pretending you're not spiraling. Nobody told me life came with surprise expenses. Like, why did my car break down and my tooth crack in the same week? What kind of broke Olympics am I in? Whatever it is, I'm getting the gold medal, I'll tell you. Adulthood is like your bank account playing Squid Game. Every day is a new elimination round. Who gets paid today? The electric company or my stomach? You know what I mean? Red light, starve. So, oh my gosh. Oh man. When we're talking about expenses, taxes, man. Oh, doing taxes is like trying to explain to the government how you hustled legally-ish for a year straight. TurboTax be like, "Did you earn your income?" "Yeah." "Did you spend the money?" "Absolutely." "Did you have receipts?" Define receipt. I'm just sitting here like, can I write off emotional damage? Can I expense my coping mechanisms? Uh, Look, I wasn't ready for school, I wasn't ready for jobs, and I damn sure wasn't ready for rent. But you know what? Neither was anyone else. We're all out here winging it like drunk pilots. Every adult you know is three bad decisions away from Googling, "How do I disappear legally?" Oh wait. I got more. I dropped the mic before I had to. So if anybody asks me, "Hey man, are you ready for this?" I just say, "Bro, I wasn't ready yesterday. You think today is gonna be any better?" Now, excuse me, I got a bill due. A boss lying. I got a bill due. A boss lying to me, and a date expecting emotional stability. I am not ready. Good night. Oh my gosh. What am I doing, dude? Oh, thank you. I hear the applause now. I'm sitting over here. What a I don't even know what to say, honestly. That was beautiful. That felt good. It felt good to say. I've been trying to get that out for a while. I've been thinking about it. Oh man. I want to do more. I'm just gonna keep doing. All right, here we go. Who's another? Um, can you do one on? Let me think here. Let me think here. On video games, I'll just do that. Just while I feel like it probably pull out some things. No, I don't want to do video games. Can't. All right. Um, I'm glad I'm doing different things every stream. I'm talking. This microphone's not even connected to anything. I'm just talking into it. I'm doing different things every stream, and I've been really enjoying it. You know, one day one day I'm in here cutting wood. I'm literally the saw is still right here behind me. Another day I'm doing taxes. Apparently, I have my tax forms over here for what. I mean, we're not gonna get into that, but such a strange situation I keep finding myself in. But I really enjoy it. You know, it really keeps me on my toes. Like, um, keeps me on my toes. Like I'm. I don't know. I got lost here. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do another. All right. Uh, do one about live streaming art. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he says. A perfectly niche one. Okay. Streamers, artists, creatives. All right. Yeah, no, this is great. This is great. I like this one. I like this one. I like what it's saying so far. Let's let's take it to the audience. Let me ask some audience questions here. And nobody's gonna answer here, but oh. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So I thought live streaming my art would be chill. You know, it's like a peaceful evening, like Bob Ross. You know, making the pretty little trees and bushes and things like that. Nope, that's not happening. It turns out live streaming is like trying to draw a hand for 45 minutes while somebody named 420 Butt Wizard 69 spams my chat like, "Can you draw Shrek with a six pack?" And you know exactly who you are. You know exactly who you are. Um, uh, you ever try to concentrate on something technical while a random person with an anime in their username critiques your entire existence? I don't have enough viewers for this yet, but I'm sitting here carefully working on lighting and perspective, and someone goes, "Her elbow looks weird." Shut up! Nobody asked you, bro. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask for a YouTube comment in real time. This is supposed to be my safe space. I got lo-fi beats in the background, and a trauma in my brush settings. Come on now. And some people are like, "Oh, can you what?" Hold on. And some people are like, and then you get that guy in the chat. "Hey, can you draw my OC, our original character, for those people who know? Cool, except your OC has 14 wings, glowing eyes, and a sword made of sadness." Like, bro, your sheet looks like a Final Fantasy boss, and you want me to draw this for free? And then you say no, and then they're like, "Not very professional." Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize unpaid art stream was
It came with a customer service hotline. Um, and don't get me started on tech issues. Nothing more humbling than watching a talented digital artist while your laptop disconnects midline and your stream freezes, or you don't even stream. You're just sitting there talking to yourself for 45 to an hour, and and the stream is frozen on your face, on a frame of your face that looks like you just saw your bank account. And it wasn't in the green, I'll tell you. And the chat's like, did you die? And I said, no, I'm just emotionally buffering. And sometimes the chat can be weird. Chat's always a little strange. And by the chat, I mean my mother. And maybe somebody every once in a while. Some days it's wholesome. Like, oh man. I'm gonna wait for the truck here. Some days it's wholesome. Like people are like, "Oh man, I love your style," or "Oh hey, how you doing today?" or something like that. And other people are like, "Can you take photos of feet?" I said, "What?" I said, "Sir, this is an art stream. I'm not looking through your browser history right now. What is going on? Oh my goodness." All right, I'm glad I get some sort of laughter from the living room here. You ever try to eat on stream? You really can't. I mean, I'm sure some of you have seen this before. I'm munching away on something. The moment you take one bite, some gremlin in chat is like, crunchier than I imagined. And I'm like, no. This is not ASMR. This is depression food during rendering lag. Please, let me live. And man, everyone becomes an art professor when you start your stream, Like I'll be halfway done with a portrait or a some sort of artwork, and the person will be like, "That doesn't look realistic." Like, yeah, so does your your personality doesn't look realistic either, Chad. That was a horrible read there. Let me finish what I'm doing before you start acting like the ghost of Bob Ross with Wi-Fi. I started the streaming thing about it in January. I thought, oh, maybe I could build my community. I could share my passion and grow a following. But in reality, now I make things under pressure like a sweaty courtroom sketch artist. And I am very sweaty right now, I'll tell you. Oh my god. Like day 72, I'm still rendering this mountain over here. And chat is revolting, the mods are gone, and the client wants glitter. I can't do none of this. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? I still love it. Because sometimes, just sometimes, someone in chat will say, "Man, you've inspired me to keep making art." And for a second, just a second, it's all worth it. And then right under that, somebody's like, "Can you draw a sexy Sonic, but like tasteful?" And then we get right back to the beginning again. And then I draw that hedgehog. I draw that Sonic Hedgehog. I'll tell you every time. So yeah, live streaming is chaos. And yeah, it's art school, a group chat, and a therapy session all into one slow loading Photoshop file. And there have been a couple of those, I'll tell you. But hey, you ever want to see I can't read this one. This has nothing to do with me. But you ever want to see an idiot sweating in his mother's basement by himself at 3 a.m., then I'd hit that follow button. Oh my gosh. There it is. That was very good. I don't know how many more of these I could do. So this is, I think it was more for like a drawing artist as opposed to a me artist, but that's okay. Ugh. What a strange, what a strange little situation I find myself in. I think, like, honestly, a year ago I didn't think I was gonna be doing any of this. I started streaming in, when did I start streaming? I started streaming in January, I think, and it's September now. I'm not doing the math on that. Somebody else has got to do that because what was that, 9 months? I had a whole baby in that time. Apparently, look at me. I'm a mother. I'm a mother. Yeah, and my child is not thriving at all. I'll tell you that right now. I have I I thought by the end, I this is, a lot of this is my fault. I have not been advertising any of this at all. But I thought by the end of 3 months I was gonna have like 15 views per stream. But it seems to be I was talking about doing math a second ago. I think that math is dividing, not multiplying. So that's something I gotta work on. But you know, we live, we do our things. Um, I don't know. I don't even know what else. I don't even know what else to say here. This has been my stream. This has been my very quick stream. It's almost been 2 hours, but you know what? I did my comedy. I talked for about like actually almost 50 minutes. So you know what? That went by really fast. Actually, that's crazy. Oh wait, no, I didn't. What time was it? No, I talked for 20 minutes actually. That was my routine. Thanks for watching. I think I'm just gonna end it right there, but I appreciate you watching. Maybe one day I'll be more prepared, and maybe one day these streams will host 1,000 people. That would be absolutely wonderful. But to the I think 8 people that watched tonight, thank you very much, and I hope to see you again.